I'm gonna get soaked to my underpants. Oh, what a wet ride. Well, boys and girls, like to talk about tyres. I've got the Rotex 01s on these, and the guff to do with them was meant to be that they're good in the wet as well as in the dry. So I thought I'd give them a go, but ever since actually buying them and putting them on the bike, they have proved not to be that great in the wet, is what I found. Now, some people might say differ from that, but it depends on what kind of road surfaces that you ride on. I ride on fairly rough kind of B roads that are all broken up, all messy, slimy, mucky, country lanes. No. Somebody filtering past. Anyway, breaking my concentration. Yeah, I'd seriously love to have the Pilot Road 4s back on. I did slay them a bit when it's in the dry and that, because they seem to burn out a bit when it's really hot weather. And somebody made a comment, it goes, oh, I've taken them on like a track day and all this business, and they've been perfectly fine. I've done quite a few different track days. It's like, if you've managed to do several track days with Pilot Road 4s, gunning it some, and then using your bike for normal road use as well, and you haven't had any issues with that tyre and that tyre wearing out, I am very, very surprised. Because they don't recommend using such a tyre for track days. It's alright if you're a complete novice and you're only going round slow, you're not probably going to put much heat into the tyre. And it depends what time of year you're doing it as well. If you're doing it in the heat of summer, it's going to burn up much quicker than what it would do if you're doing it during the spring or autumn where it's a bit cooler. But if you are a more advanced rider, you are certainly not going to be using kind of tyres like Pilot Road 4s on your bike doing track days. No way are you going to be doing that. But for everyday kind of road use, like on here, and meeting wet downpours like what I've just had, Pilot Road 4s are a must. They really are. All year round kind of tyre, definitely have Pilot Road 4s. So I'm going to recommend Pilot Road 4s. I say in winter and during the wet like this, they warm up really, really well, and I've never had an issue with them in the wet or cold. But these tyres, I say these Metzler Rotex 01s, they are a little bit slippy and unnervy kind of tyre. On a good road surface and that, I don't think you'd come across a problem, and you probably wouldn't with many, many different types of tyres. But the type of roads that I go on, as I say, if there's going to be an issue with the tyre in the wet and muck, then your bike's going to find it, your tyre's going to find it, and that on the roads I go. And it's going to be a proper real world test. And this is a proper real world biker review. So I've been riding for quite a few years now, and had 3 different types of tyres, brands that I've tried, or possibly 4. And I say the Michelin Pilot Roads are the best tyre to have as an all-round biking tyre. So that is my recommendation. Like and subscribe this video as per normal, and I'll see you again in the next one. Hopefully I'll get home without slipping again and crashing the bike. Don't want to be doing that. I say I seriously do not trust these tyres in the wet. They are not my recommendation. There you go. You've heard it from me. Oh yeah, flipping heck, my confidence on these tyres are flipping shocking. Flipping Pilot Road 4s, bring me back Pilot Road 4s.